Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever part of the world you're watching from. Welcome to an amazing episode of the weekly Top 5 News. Today we have Pef Drums as a producer and a writer. Pef Drums, I'm really excited to have you today in the building as a producer. Yeah, we've featured a lot of producers on the set, but you know the minds of different producers are not the same. So we have some few questions for you, and we somewhat believe that if you ask out there, we'll be able to resonate with these questions. Do you really think producers in Nigeria get the credits they deserve, or is it still the vocalist world?
Percentage-wise, I think they don't. And though there are some producers that are singing, they are getting the credits they are supposed to, but majority will not.
Wow.
Majority.
Okay, so how do you feel about that?
Well, I think you are going to get it because initially when it started, there was nothing like producer. You don't have your tags, you don't have what do you call it? Streams. You don't have percentage. You don't have anything.
Yeah,
no split shit and the rest of them.
Okay, now I want you to be very honest with me. When you first heard J. Clear's voice, did you think he had that star potential, or was it just another day in the studio?
I used to tell him that his vocals is unique in the singing, because there is something I see in singing to be able to rate an artist. It is the ability to score, to what do you call this English? Ability to slow. Yeah, I call it slow. So I heard it in his vocals, and I told him, I just he has to be more into the work, more serious. But for his vocal, he's got it.
Okay, tell us, what was the journey into production like? At what moment did you know that yes, I can produce a song and I can get paid for it? Were there people in the family that inspired you, or they were producers you looked up to while growing up?
I used to see my dad's pictures where he plays instruments, but he never did see my presence. But old school pictures where he has his guitars and his brothers and the rest of them. Yeah, it was from church. I was playing the piano, and later on I saw a musical studio. There was this brother in our church that advertised his musical studio. Then we went there, and I was excited, and I started working with him.
Wow. So you play the keyboard very well?
Yeah.
Wow, that's really interesting to know. As a producer, what are the challenges you're facing currently?
Challenges. The challenges I'll say I'm facing is, sometimes you produce some songs and you think this is going to be the hit, and it doesn't come that way. And sometimes you pray for the artist to be able to have funds to be able to promote, and it's not possible. And sometimes you see that these ones are really willing to promote. They have label and the rest of them, and in the end they will promote, and if he refuses to still come out the way he expects, he's still, these are the challenges.
Okay, who actually made Omolorun your production or J. Clear's delivery? Omolorun is a hit. So what would you say actually made the record? Is it your production or his delivery?
It was his delivery I heard before I made the beat. You understand? So I was impressed. I was like, man, he was singing some songs. I think he sang like 3 songs before the Omolorun. Then I said, man, you have to work on this one. Then we did. So I think it was his vocal that I actually heard sincerely.
Okay, what is the right percentage you think a producer should earn in the record? Because there's a policy where the label has 70 because they're coming up with strategies and all that, while the artist has 30 to share with the lyricists, directors and so on. So what's your fair deal on percentage?
Yeah, before I talk about the fair deal, I've been talking to some couple of people about how I feel, in my opinion, which I think makes sense. When you talk about a producer on a song, you talk about the artists. Now, the first thing you want to talk about in having rights to the song is composition. We should not also forget that a producer is also composing. So for me to be able to make my beats, my kick, my snare, and my tones.
Melodies.
It's also a composition.
Right.
Then the artist also comes and does his own composition too, through singing. Then the reason I would have said it's supposed to be 50-50. But the reason why it's not going to be 50.
Okay, sorry. 50-50 for artist and producer.
Yes, I would have said that. But the reason it's not going to be 50 is because the artist will be the one to do the promotion, to spend all the money. And if he spends all the money and the money does not come out and it's not successful,
it's a gamble.
Yeah, you understand? So in that case, I would just want to go with either 30-70 or 80-20.
Okay, now when you mean 80-20, who is going with 80 and who's going with 20?
The artist is going with it.
Then you are going with 20.
Producer is going with 20.
Okay, so now in a scenario whereby the producer and the artist, and you as the producer, you are the one marketing the record, what percentage do you think is ID?
If I'm the one marketing, like I'm the one spending money on the records, I should go. If I'm the one spending the money, you should go the same way now. The artist is going to. Artist is just. I'm just going to be like the label.
Okay, hold on now. So now it's the other way around.
It's the other way around. Yeah. Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Don't you think that's unfair?
No, it's not unfair. It's not unfair because you need to understand how much a promoter will need to spend, and it's also gambling. So if it does not work, it's gone.
Okay, quite understandable. Okay, we have a lot more questions on the list, but before that, let's take your number 5 spot of the week. Which of the record are you fixing in that position?
My number 5 is going to be Samad.
Wow.
Samad and Hilda Bassi. I love the songs.
So what's the record all about?
The song talked about is a love song.
We thought the Hilda Bassi is a chef, so she's very fond of singing.
Hilda Bassi is a chef and she has shapes, so she has nice shapes. Yeah.
We never knew she sings.
You mean it's Hilda Bassi? She does not sing.
Who has this song?
Samad. Oh, the title of the song is Hilda Bassi.
Was she referring to Hilda Bassi?
She was referring to a fine girl like Hilda Bassi that has shape like Hilda Bassi.
Yeah. Hilda Bassi by Samad has been locked in on Pef Drums number 5 spot for the week. Let's quickly check out the record.
You know I get babe, I need go kanje. Pull on to go France. Sugar mommy to my table,
Welcome back to the show. That was Hilda Bassi by Samad, which Pef locked in on his number 5 spot for the week. This is the Weekly Top 5 series, the number 1 podcast worldwide, where your favorite celebs come to share their top 5 songs of the week. Remember, it's not just about music. We talk about engaging conversations that the public can relate with. Today I have Pef Drum. He's a producer and also a composer and a music director. That's the Instagram handle. Pef, welcome back to the show.
Yes, Dave.
Before we hit the number 4 spots for the week, let's look into some sensitive questions. Some producers blow off one hit and switch up on artists. Do you really see yourself working with J. Claire on a long term, or are you chasing bigger bags now?
We have gotten to the level that bigger banks. There's nothing like that. I don't think there's anything like that. I think I prefer to blow up with an upcoming and an already made artist.
Yeah. So let's say if you had the opportunity to give your beats to either Ashake or Akbi, who are you picking and why?
Akbi we understand, Jean. Even if Akbi has sang on it before, we understand. And if he does not want to understand, it's okay.
So who do you prefer giving your beats?
I'll give it to Ashake now. Okay, give it to Ashake.
Why?
I have more opportunity with Ashake. I have more opportunities than Ashake. So even if I make Akbi understand that Ashake likes this beat and he wants to use it, and if he says no, then he does not want good for me, you know.
Okay, producers. Let's talk about producers in Lagos. Are they underrated or lazy?
Producers in Lagos.
Yes. Lagos-based producers, are they really underrated or they are just lazy?
They are not lazy. Nobody is lazy.
So you feel they are underrated, right?
I don't think they are underrated, dude.
either. So what I mean, do they really get the credit that they deserve?
I think the best producers are from Lagos. They do.
Get the credit.
Yeah, they do. Sometimes we go to a producer, you have been hearing his name and the rest of it. Get to his studio and you see how he produces in a very, very lazy manner. But I want to understand that before he got to that level, that he already knows what he do, and he will just place some few things, and before he got to that place he has really worked. I don't think they are lazy. I think they are.
Okay, what's one sound trend now that you're tired of hearing in Afrobeats?
Sincerely, right from the time, I don't like Amapiano. I don't really like Amapiano, especially South Africa, because there are two types of Amapiano. The South African Amapiano is different from our Niger piano because we have added our Afrobeat to it. The only thing we just add is the log drums and the shakers. So I prefer the Nigerian Amapiano.
Wow.
But the South African, no, I'm tired. Even this Nigerian one save is becoming too much.
Okay, let's go to the number 4 spot for the week. Which record are you fixing there?
There is a girl, Mercy. She has a song out now, Medicine.
Medicine.
Yeah.
Did you produce the record?
I mixed and mastered.
Okay, so are you choosing this song because you missed a master? Are you choosing this for sentiment?
No, because it's even in number 4 spot. Wow. If you listen to the song, you listen to her vocals, you understand what I'm talking about.
Okay. Medicine by Mercy has been locked in on the number 4 spot by Pep Drums. Let's check it out, see if it's what to be on your own playlist for the week. Let's go. Welcome back to the show. This is the weekly of 5 series. Don't go nowhere. If this is your first time of watching, this is DJ Randy Universe, your host. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Most importantly, turn on notification updates so don't miss out on any of the amazing content coming your way. Perfect, we are back. Okay, let's say J. Claire flops this year. Would you still defend your sound or you distance yourself?
No, sure, we will still be working. We'll still be working. There's no point in distancing ourselves. I don't expect that when it's not magic, and it's not as if I gave him a project to meet up with, So we'll keep working.
Okay. Who are those producers that you think they need to really go back and fix something from the drawing board?
As long as they are doing well, no matter how lazy I feel they are, or maybe they are not doing well, as long as they are blowing up.
Okay.
You understand? No matter how I feel that maybe they are not doing well in their production, but as far as they are doing well outside, they are good to go. You don't have to work hard to be there. I don't even prefer hard work. You can make it simple and be there is good for me.
Okay. Who is that producer you are not going to collaborate with anytime soon? Okay, name 2 producers you want to work with currently.
That I want to work with?
Yes.
I want to work with Magic Sticks.
Wow.
He's my friend. We've been talking. I sincerely want to. That's one producer I would.
Okay, let's give one more for another person.
Another person. I love VTech.
VTech. Wow, shout out to VTech. That's just okay. Now, let's take it away from the producer side. Who's that artist that's not going to make your collaboration list?
He's a celebrity artist.
Doesn't matter.
I can't really tell. I think with the level of experience I have now, I wouldn't want to underrate any artist.
At all. Come as you are.
Yes, those balls. Let's see
what's a mindset. This is directly from Pep Drops. I hope you guys are there. That's his Instagram handle right there. He believes in growing along with the talent. Yes, that's quite an adorable feature you have there. Okay, what's one advice you give to upcoming producers with SS Studio out there?
Upcoming producers,
yeah, for young producers in trenches with just FS Studio and dreams. What's your realest advice?
FS Studio, you are good to go. my advice is just keep doing it. Aside from just keep doing it, people say it's not going to be easy. It doesn't have to be difficult though. I know some producers, I know some of my boys that I taught in the studio, that they produce for top, and they far gone farther than where I am. You understand? So it's not about, you must not suffer. Just do your thing, you can be lucky. You understand? There was a time, one of my students, he made a beat. I was the one that taught him. He made a beat that I was feeling like I wish I was the one that made the beat. So as at that time, I got to understand that you don't have to stress. Stress. It does not have to be that doesn't go come flow. Anything, things can come easy too. Very well.
Nice one out there. Okay, number 3 spots for the week.
I'll go with Burna Boy 23. Music can me feel like I be Jordan. Yeah.
I want to taste people can relate. 23 by Burna Boy has been logged in on the number 3 spots for the week by Pef. Let's go. Welcome back to the show. We still have Pef in the building, and this is the weekly top 5 series. And I'm DJ Brandy, your host. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't done that. Pef, let's play a game of this or that, sir, so that the audience can get to know you on a more personal level. But before that, Pef, I have the question. Has anyone actually switched up on you? Like, do you have any experience with an artist that has made you feel some type of way?
There's a producer that does not have that experience.
Which of them is most recurrent? Which of them is in the front? Which of them get to you pass?
It was one that got to me. One got to me actually, but with time.
You don't need to say names. Can we have the experience? Because there are a lot of young producers out there that are aiming to be where you are today. And from your experiences, I believe a lot of them will have the opportunity to learn, having to hear directly from the horse's mouth. So what was the experience like? Can you share a story?
This guy was not very okay. I brought him in. We did a couple of projects, EPs and the rest of that. At the time, I was even thinking of selling my car so we could produce it. We could promote the songs. But I knew it was going to be a wrong idea. So it was going to be misconceptions to do that. So I decided to chill. As time went on, label signed him. I decided.
Was it non-label?
No, not label. Signed him. They started feeling. Started becoming very proud.
Right.
Talking to me the way he has been doing, and the rest of that. So for the upcoming, you will come across a lot of things. So because you can't say you want to avoid people. What about if you are with the right people and you feel? So the truth is, just do what you have to do. Hustle, work for people. There's no way you can escape that. If you want to escape that, then you are probably not going to meet who is going to,
give you the spark.
So just work with people. Just do your thing. When they mess up, just let it go. But expect it. Don't put all your 100 on anybody. So work with people. Don't say because they are not going to pay me or because he might switch on me later or whatever. We work with people. Just work with people.
That's interesting. Okay, let's get straight to this or that. Would you choose to be rich or famous?
Oh, we didn't bring the money. We didn't bring the money.
Wow, that's interesting. Phone calls or SMS?
SMS.
Jingle or juice? Okay, you are back.
On the phone call issue, sometimes you just say some things that on SMS you have to think about it, and if you want to lie, you know how to lie. If you want to whatever, you are prepared for it.
Would you prefer gin or juice?
Depending on the mood.
Okay, overall, whether happy.
Overall, get the I prefer gin. You know, from figure now.
Okay, you like them slim or thick?
I would prefer slim tico. Slim, wasted thick.
Just choose one for the sake of the question.
Thick, I beg.
You want to hold on to some?
A lot of meat.
Okay, last but not least, would you choose to be happy or successful?
Is it possible that one is successful and not happy?
Of course, there are a lot of successful people out there that are not happy.
I want to be happy. I want to be happy because happiness on its own is a success. So
The way this guy tells us, you don't reason that. That
be
one,
happy, man.
That one. Okay, you heard this directly from Pef, and that is how it is. Don't forget, that's the Instagram handle right there on the screen. You can hit him up to collaborate. Who knows? You never can tell, and it's open to work with anybody. That's not in there. Okay, Pef, let's get to the number 2 spot for the week. Let's get it hot up.
number 2, I'll go with Be Red Daddy. The new track is outside. The video and the audio is everywhere.
Be Red Daddy by Be Red has been locked in on his number 2 spot for the week. Yes, let's check it out quickly.
Be ready, no. Even if I'm high up in this bitch, ain't nobody gonna tell me what I gotta do right now. Even if I'm high up in this bitch, ain't nobody gonna.
Yo, what's going on, people? I go by the name Pef Drums, and I am a producer, a songwriter, and sometimes I sing. This is the weekly top 5 series by DJ Randy, and my number 1 song is Timo Butter by Gonga. He has Burna Boy on it. Lastly, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this YouTube channel.
Welcome back to the show. That was Timo Butter by Konga on number 1 for Pef list for the week. Sadly, this is where we'll draw the curtain for the day. Don't forget to drop your likes, comments, and also we appreciate your comments on the channel. It assures us that we're on the right path to updating you every week. Also drop your comments if you have your fave you want to see on the next show. Who knows, we might look into them and they might just be on our next episode. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't done that. Most importantly, turn on notification updates so you don't miss out on any of the amazing content coming your way. Ciao, guys.